It is great honor and privilege for us to have here Professor Dr. Katrina and Mendoza, sir, the Pro Vice Chancellor from UW Research University, Newcastle, United States of America, in this fourth international conference in phase 2022. Let us welcome with a big hand our Professor Katrina Mendoza, sir, in this platform. And I'm pretty much sure that today we will have the wonderful session from our Mendoza sir. I am also fond of his presentation. He is the man from academics working for more than 3 years, touching the point where we have to focus, touching the scenario where we wanted to learn, and explaining everything in a very simple manner that you will feel like that, all right, we are just enjoying the story. But the fact is that the man is explaining everything with his own art of presentation. So let us welcome here Mendoza sir, the pro-VC of our Eudoxia Research University, which is presentation. Over to you, sir. Now it's all yours. We will have your presentation. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Namaste. Good afternoon, everyone from the Philippines. Good morning, good evening. Thank you very much, dear President, for the wonderful welcome and introduction. Today, I'll be talking about the social entrepreneurship, basically experienced by the Filipino people, especially during the pandemics. And it will remain the same all throughout the years, the decades, because we are dealing with people. We are supposed to communicate with people. And it's because that the standard set by the Eudoxia Research University has something to do with how we could possibly lift the lives of the Filipino people, the Filipino people around the globe, and also, of course, all the people in the world, because we are extending our hands across the globe. That's the aim of Eudoxia Research University. And please allow me to share my PowerPoint. So in order for me to share something about my topic today. So I'll be talking about the social entrepreneurship. It surpasses all the activities of the men in the world: engineering, business, education, economics, social sciences, etc. So today please allow me to share what I've got based on what I have conducted, based on what I have interviewed. So let's think about this before I proceed. Our story is something we can create, redirect, or change altogether. Yet we should not always desire the happy, beautiful storylines, because the best growing experiences are often the result of the most trying and painful episodes. That's exactly what we have experienced as well. As before we became part of the Eudoxia Research University, Eudoxia Research Center, I used to work so hard, exerting a lot of efforts, aiming for my life to be beautiful, aiming my life to be justifiable, aiming my life to be lucrative. But that is not the concept of life. The concept of life is somewhat like fulfilling others' need. And that exactly why we are here in this particular platform, in this particular conference. So the objectives of today's are delineate the different entrepreneurship, focus in its possibilities in the present market scene, present and comprehend the model of social entrepreneurship, which I have developed based on the data gathered I have had. Also, of course, critically evaluate the importance of social entrepreneurship among human. So the premise of this particular concept is the United Nations goal number 1, end poverty in all its form. That is why the Eudoxia Research University and Eudoxia Research Center have developed to extend our hands, the intelligence that we got, the knowledge that we have accumulated, to be able to share to other people, to uplift the quality of lives of the human being across the world. So we talked about entrepreneurship, the self-sustained activities of the individual group of people to be able to earn a bit profit. and business from home through mobile platforms like what we are doing now. There's a lot of businesses that opens to share or to cater the needs of the people from different parts of the world. The growing importance of social responsibility because people are only after what they will be getting from establishing a business. But take note, your responsibility is towards what we call the preservation, protection, and development of our environment, which include the human being as part of the not as part of the total system, environmental system. Increasing diversity in green business ideas, that is one among the focus of the social entrepreneurship. We are supposed to deal with the environment, and it is not appropriate to harm the environment, because if we will be losing our environment, our business will not be made possible. Oh, specialized business education. So an extent of the formal education, the license to operate, license to give diplomas, certificate, etc. Like deduction, we are dealing with business education. We are dealing with different types of education, such as engineering education, social sciences education, and the likes. Also, of course, the young entrepreneurs' involvement. Even the 5-year-old boy is becoming an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur in the sense that they are doing business for a certain profit that they will be generating. But out of generating the profit, you are extending your help to other people to be able to provide what they need. Actually, it is not only giving them satisfaction, but also giving them delights. That's exactly the focus of marketing. On the 360 degrees social entrepreneurship, let's talk about that. So what most probably the characteristics that we have to acquire, we need to establish to be able to be more effective in sharing thoughts to other people. And this is the same mulacrum that I have developed, the CNN model of social entrepreneurship called Spicer 20. The Spicer 20 means skills. We need a lot of skills, the personality that we need to develop to deal with other people within our society, the interest to help other people, the empathy, understanding, putting your feet into the shoes of other people. But that is not enough. You have to give your ears and you have to give your shoulder to cry on, your ears to listen, etc. Also, of course, the critical thinking, the ability of a person, of the entrepreneurs to analyze the situation, whether it is good for the betterment of the people or whether it is bad, affecting and hurting a certain society. And the last one is research. This is exactly the focus of our attention. Most of the time, the research has something to do with developing something for the betterment of the people. Also, of course, humanity. And this is exactly the focus of Eudoxia Research University. That is why we came up with this idea, conducting conferences to be able to share information to other people across the world. So let us try to discuss one by one. Let's talk about skills. These skills, I have developed a teaching model. Teaching model means technical, ethical, aesthetical, and conversational. Also, of course, humanitarian. Technical is something to do with the technical know-how on how to execute, how to perform a certain task. Also, of course, ethical, following and observing the laws pertaining policies of the state, of the nation, etc. Also, of course, aesthetical in the sense that we could possibly distribute with the idea that attracts people. Conversational, relational with other people. Conversational, the pros and the cons are very important to be able to measure the pros and the cons. Also, of course, the applicability of the ideas. And also, of course, with the importance of the humanitarian condition in relation to its importance. That is why we are here. Okay, so the skills referring to the teach model: technical, ethical, aesthetical, conversational, and humanitarian. So let's talk about technical. I designed it with the policy model. Policy model since that the entrepreneurship should be planner, organizer, leader, amicable, and reviewer, as well as controller. Look at that. So it has something to do with what you are supposed to do, what you are supposed to allot, what are the things that you need to do to be able to lead the people to the right direction. Amicable in the sense that we are supposed to hear the ideas of other people, mix them together, put them together, analyze everything, and what will be the result? The perfect idea. And also, of course, as a reviewer, we are supposed to review, or we are supposed to analyze what has been done based on what you have planned. So therefore, you can create a strategy to fix or to fill in the gaps between what has been done and what is in the program or plan. And it is a matter of controlling, setting standards to be able to directing the people to what exactly they should be doing. That's technical. How about ethical? Ethical has something to do with the tranche. Tranche means traditions, the rules, affiliations, the norms, also, of course, cultures and honesty. So these are the things which are related to one another. Traditions, very important. We don't have to go afar from what we are trying to poster as a society, as a unique individual, etc. And the rules is very important in order to follow the traditions. Affiliation, signifying your interest with other people in sharing your traditions, following the rules, as well as the norms, the culture, which is very important. How we became Filipinos, how you became Indians, nationals, or other nations, etc. Then honesty, even if there is no such thing as 100% honesty on earth, there is no one who is 100% honest. It is just a matter of what? Observing the ethics, observing the culture. By simply observing those, we can say that we are honest enough. So again, remember the ethical model, the tranche model, traditions, rules, affiliations, norms, cultures, and honesty. Let's talk about aesthetical. Aesthetical has something to do with the build model. What does it mean by build? Bold, unprecedented, incredible, legendary, dainty, and also, of course, the image that will definitely attract the customers and other people, even the competitors, to improve still to what product they are producing. It could either be goods or services, like what we are doing. We are creating our image that will definitely be acceptable across the nations, across the world, across humanity. Again, the build model has something to do with a bubble, unprecedented, incredible, legendary, and dainty. The next one is that focusing on personality. So personality means the abnormal model or abnormal model, the attitude and the behavior that we need to establish, that we need to standardize to be able to share something good to our humanity. And what does it mean by abnormal model? Let's talk about attitude and let's talk about smile. Smile model means it must be simple, that as an entrepreneurship or entrepreneurs should be simple, mature thinker, innocent in a sense that we have to forgive what others' mistakes because we are mature enough to be able to what? Forgive whatever we can forgive, but we have to observe and implement strictly the policies of the organization. And also, of course, lively. We cannot even we cannot even convey people to be part of our organization, to be part of our system to be part of the stakeholding. And also, of course, an entrepreneur should be empathetic. It is not enough to put your faith into the shoes of others, but you have to give your ears, your heart. And as you can see, if we will be talking about the heart, if you are supposed to break the heart into two pieces, it will definitely be looks like your ears. So therefore, your ears will give you enough time to listen. And also, of course, your shoulders. There must be simple, mature, innocent, lively, empathetic. So the next one is the behavior. Behavior refers to the strong model. What does it mean by strong model? An entrepreneur or social entrepreneur should be sanguine, thoughtful, radiant, objective, nourishing, and gracious. Look at the words, look at the acronyms. Strong model. You have to be sanguine in the sense that you are projecting so royal, projecting that everything so goes fine, etc. And you have to be thoughtful. You have to tell the truth. Say it yes, if it is yes, no, it is no. Radiant the reflections of yourself from within and should be objective. Nourishing in the sense that you are transcending what you have got. You are transferring your knowledge to other people, for these people to be equipped with the necessary information. And you have to be gracious in a sense that you are so supposed to be energetic, supposed to be happy, supposed to be enjoyable. Again, do not forget the behavior, the strong model that a social entrepreneur should be: sanguine, thoughtful, radiant, objective, nourishing, and gracious. So the next one from the simulacrum of the CNM model for social entrepreneur has something to do with the interest. Interest, your willingness, your innermost self should be focused on what you are doing. So let's talk about the interest. That interest has something to do with the step model. Step model means the society should be what? Taken good care of. Technology should be associated. And also, of course, the education. Those people, the educators that share information to other people to be equipped with the knowledge and necessary information. And also, of course, the politics. Politics plays an important role in every aspect of any business entrepreneurship. It could either be social, it could be the main course entrepreneurship or the thought of doing business, etc. Take note that you are doing business for the society with the aid and the support of the technology, with the appropriate information, knowledge through education, and with the guidance and support from politics. The policies, the laws, the rules and regulations are also very important. Again, for the interest, do not forget the step model: society, technology, education, and politics. Okay, so from the same simulacrum again, let's talk about the critical thinker. Again, critical thinking in a sense that we are supposed to apply and use the mind model. Mind model means modeling, investing, nurturing, and delighting. The critical, because we are supposed to analyze the situation. We are supposed to evaluate things out to be able to be more effective and efficient in the way what we are doing and executing what we intend to implement. Again, critical thinking, the mind model, modeling, something to do with the mirror image, or the shadowing. It means that you are following the good step of other people's or what good they have done. Investing in a sense that time, effort in even yourself and money. are very important as part of the investment. Nurturing in the sense that you should be take good care of. It is not only your business, but also, of course, the people behind, and even all the resources. It should be what effectively utilized. And delighting it is a way to be able to satisfy and give happiness, put the smiles on the faces of your constituents. Again, from the simulacrum, we have to complete the word social entrepreneur special 20, empathy. So the last two, the empathy and the research. And the empathy that talks about AWIT model. So AWIT models that a social entrepreneur should be always available, willing, interested, and thoughtful. Again, available, willing, interested, and thoughtful. That what is in the label of everything should be the realization of the content of everything. Again, you should be available whenever the constituents need you. You are most willing to serve the people, and you are interested, the genuinity to come out the best out of what you are sharing with other people. And again, with thoughtfulness. So the empathy means the AWIT model. AWIT means in Filipino is AWIT, but in the international definitions of AWIT or translation in English, song. So that is why empathy, following the AWIT model, AWIT means available, willing, interested, and thoughtful. And the last one from the simulacrum that I am presenting is research. Research has something to do with the scholars, a very, very important concept in characteristics of the social entrepreneurs. He should be becoming scholars. Scholars in a sense that he must be systematic, critical, honest, organized, logical, analytical, rational, and sensitive to surroundings. That's exactly what we meant by scholars. It is not just literally means scholars, those who are with exemplary in everything, exemplary in everything, knowledge, skills, attitude, behavior, and even the emotions are exemplary. It is because sometimes scholars do not have any emotion. So that is why part of the social entrepreneurs' characteristics that research should focus on scholars, becoming systematic, critical, honest, organized, logical, analytical, rational, and sensitive to surrounding. And part of the presentations that I have made according to the Spicer model for social entrepreneur, learning, the more you learn the language of social entrepreneurship, the more you become thirsty of enhancing and developing your prowess in utilizing it. The more you practice the language of social entrepreneurship, the more you become eloquent in doing it. And the more you practice the language of social entrepreneurship, the more you become a public image. It is because people will look up to you because of your good relationship with the society and the good intention to improve their lives, and also, of course, your contribution to uplift their lives. So the more you become public image, the more you become a public enthusiast. And the more you become public enthusiast, the more you become a social entrepreneur. And the more you become social entrepreneur, the more you love the language of helping others. So the more you love the language of social entrepreneurship, the more open-minded you become in helping others to grow and become social entrepreneurs, hence create an environment of productive nation. And for that, I would like to say, namaste everyone, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and most probably I have made you smile for today by learning something new, and also, of course, what you could possibly share to other constituents. Namaste again. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much, sir. And that was truly incredible presentation. I want to request each and everyone, please give the big hand for our Professor Kathleen Mendoza, sir. And truly, I think that taking the initiative for the global entrepreneurship and for the social entrepreneurship and involvement of the young minds to inculcate knowledge with entrepreneurship journey. I think that that was a truly brilliant presentation, and I always feel that overwhelmed that whenever I'm going through our Professor Mendoza's presentation. Please big hand or give the big hand for this presentation. That was truly, I think, that mind-blowing presentation. And now the session is open for discussion. We already have the presentation by our Dr. Caleb Mayo, sir, the Dean from Eudoxia Research University in Newcastle, United States of America, and our Mayo sir is from Qatar country. Then we have received another wonderful presentation by Professor Dr. our Mendoza sir, Pro Vice Chancellor of Eudoxia Research University Newcastle, United States of America, and he is from Philippines. Both of the presentations are truly heart-winning presentation and sharing the knowledge with us. So now the session is open for discussion, and my appreciation to our Professor Mendoza sir for such an incredible presentation in this place. Thank you very much.